Hey now, national recap. The national was overwhelming. I guess in a good way, in a great way, it was overwhelming. Got there Wednesday. As I mentioned before, my son was volunteering for Tristar. Tristar does and they're not paying me to say this. They do a phenomenal job. I never realized the intricacies of what goes into setting up the national until this year, when I got to take a sneak peek behind the curtain. And man, it is tough. It is tough. They do an excellent job. Uh, so I appreciate everything they did. They treated my son first class. And so, how if you volunteer for the national, you get paid in autographs. So and it was very nice of them. And I'm not going through the whole process. I'll show you in a minute what we were able to get. My budget going to the national was basically zero. I knew going in what I wanted to buy. My goal was not to exceed that. Unfortunately, I did not meet that budget. I did spend $500 total, a little less than that. 360 was opening up a waste of Topps Inception. I got absolutely nothing from that. I did a video already showing that. But I also bought a couple of government postcards, which I'll show in a second. And I mean, like, I'm putting pictures throughout this. I was able to meet a ton of sports celebrities. It's hard to fathom all these people in one room. You turn around, there's Emmitt Smith, there's Adrian Peterson, there's Jerry Rice, Johnny Bench. I'm trying to think who else. Dennis Eckersley. But again, some just amazing people. My son was able to meet like Ozzie Smith. My son met more people than I did. In terms of autographs, I only got one in person, and that is Pete Crow-Armstrong. I have it right here. I'm going to be honest, this is a paid signing. Very nice person, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, I asked him to sign a full name very quickly. Man, it was like a machine. So, I mean, it's pretty bad. You can see that right there. It's literally a PCA. It's literally what you're going to get for $180. So, I mean, that's his autograph. It is what it is. But other than that, we also, for volunteering, my son got a Kyle Tucker baseball. You can see that right here. Again, a much nicer autograph, in my opinion, as well. I'm going to flip around the camera and talk about what else we were able to get. So we're back, and the first autograph I was able to get is Johnny Bench. I did pay for this as well, as you can see right here. And what's nice is I didn't pay for the inscription. My son met Johnny Bench last year at the National, and he saw this picture. He goes, "Oh, what's his name?" I go, "Ryan." And it's like, "Oh, how do you spell that?" R-Y-A-N. So it was very nice for him to sign that to Ryan. In terms of free autographs he was able to get, I mean, it was a selection of people. So again, these are all Tristar certified. They were all real. I mean, we saw them all there. Here we have obviously Lawrence Taylor signed 8x10. Vlade Divac. Maybe you guys can help me. Unfortunately, we had to put stickers on all of these. And these Highland Mint photos are horrible. The stickers just don't come off. But that is Vlade Divac's autograph. Randy Grandage here, right here, with the free Hall of Fame inscription. Beautiful autograph. Unfortunately, again, I can't get the sticker off. These are these Highland Mint. Just not good. Randy. So again, these were just for volunteering. Again, Hall of Famer. Probably one of the first female Hall of Famers I have. Maybe the only female Hall of Famer I have. Now that I think about it, Cheryl Miller, Reggie's brother. Next we have Jim Calhoun. I chose this photo. I plan to get Tom Izzo to sign it as well later. We had another photo for Rick Pitino to sign, but he was a no-show. Next up, the great Earl Campbell. I don't know if you could see that autograph right there. Again, these were all just for volunteering. So, and last but not least, Football Hall of Famer Dave Robinson. So, those were in terms of free autographs. Now, we went to walking around the floor. My buddy, who knows everybody, recognized All-Star Shane Greene from the Tigers. He was a one-time All-Star. I had him sign it to Ryan. Just real quickly. Lots of celebrities. You know what there were a lot of there? It was shocking. A lot of dogs. A lot of service dogs. I'm not talking bomb-sniffing dogs. A lot of service dogs. We were able to go to the Q&A from Topps And we were able to get this pretty cool on-card Rōki Sasaki. I think there are 3 versions of this card. This one here is numbered to 16 out of 50. So that's a pretty cool autograph to get. Then we went to trade night, and Andre Dawson was speaking at trade night. I wasn't even there. My son saw him. And he's like, and he just got his autograph. Like, people are so young at the trade night, they didn't even really appreciate that there's a Hall of Famer there. And so afterwards, he signed a couple autographs, including to my son. And the one thing I knew I was going to get, but I had to get anyways, Encapsulated. This is the only ticket known of the Rickwood Classic that's encapsulated. I do know of one other at least. But yeah, so this is a cool ticket from the Rickwood Fields. And last but not least, I picked up some government postcards. And I wasn't planning on picking up government postcards, but I saw these and they were so beautifully vintage. Like, look at that Al Lopez. I mean, this is from 1944. So I'm going to show you all of these that I picked up, and I'll tell you the price I paid. So Al Lopez, I have all these. They're not rare, but it was just, look at that beautiful Bill Dickey autograph. Again, this is from 1942. Bill Terry, again, beautiful autograph, 1963. Johnny Mize right here. Again, I love the vintage of it. I blame Bill, the Hall of Famer, 1952. Hoyt Wilhelm right here. Again, I've gotten him in person, but I get 1953. Ballpoint pen, 1953. Hoyt Wilhelm. Monty Irvin. Again, 1951. Some dealer just had all of these, and my greatest thrill has been winning back-to-back World Series. So I don't know what year this is. He went back-to-back as manager. I'm going to guess like 73, maybe 83. I don't know. It's just, I love the inscription. And last but not least, again, not a rare name at all, but what does it say? Again, received your something card, and I don't know. Happy add to your collection. Best wishes, Enos Slaughter. Again, this one is signed in 1944. I paid $120 for all these vintage government postcards. So that's a real quick synopsis of what I was able to pick up from the National. I'm excited that it's coming back to Michigan in 2028 after 1981. I'm not going to do the quick math. So that's a real quick roundup of the National, and we're going to get to, I had to leave to go to the Bristol Classic, which is a whole other thing. I'll do a whole other video on that. But as always, keep collecting.